So is the new burst assault rifle any good? It's not as good as the automatic assault rifles, but it is an okay weapon. The reason for this is because it's just a burst assault rifle, and burst assault rifles don't have as much utility and versatility compared to the automatic assault rifles, which is why I don't think it's as good as the automatic assault rifles. I'll put the stats up of each weapon on the screen, both the legendary automatic assault rifle and the legendary burst assault rifle, but the stats don't really concern me here. It's more the mechanics of the weapons and how the mechanics tie in to its utility. The first thing I want to take note of is the structure damage. Now, both weapons have decent structure damage. The automatic assault rifles have 33 while the burst rifles have 30. The only issue is that the burst rifle takes much longer compared to the automatic assault rifles because the fire rate is lower. When you shoot a burst assault rifle, there's a delay after shooting your initial burst, and the delay is what causes you to have such a slow time breaking structures. So this can be a bit problematic when it comes to trying to pressure enemies, and it gives them a lot more time to readjust or fix the mistakes that they're making, since you can't punish them as frequently since you have to wait for the little bit of delay after each shot. I will say though, if they happen to be hiding behind a weak structure, so if you, for example, shoot a brick structure and you bring it down to really low HP, if they're not paying attention, which, I mean, they should be, you can manage to sneaking some damage by shooting the structure when it's like at 10 HP, and then the other 2 bullets will happen to hit them. But again, this is when they're not really paying attention, and you shouldn't really expect this to work. The automatic assault rifle, on the other hand, since it shoots much faster, the chance of getting a bullet as they're building, as they're trying to defend themselves, is much greater, and since the fire rate is faster than the burst assault rifles, it's much easier to break structures and punish people for trying to push you. The second thing I'd like to talk about is the accuracy, and you could argue that the burst assault rifle is good close range, but the automatic assault rifle is much better at medium to long range, simply because of the way that bloom works. Close range, the automatic assault rifle, you could spray with it if you wanted to, but at medium to longer ranges, because of the bloom, you can choose to tap fire, making your shots more accurate, whereas with the burst rifle, you can't do that. I find it hard to get all 3 shots off at a medium to long range distance, and this could be pretty troublesome for the DPS of the burst assault rifle, and it can make for some inefficient use of your ammo. While we're on the topic of accuracy, this also ties into its versatility in that the automatic assault rifles can basically be used at any range, although in close range combat you'd want to use shotguns, but you'd also want to use a shotgun in case of the burst assault rifle anyways, because shotguns are superior close range. But automatic assault rifles, if you have to, can be used close range, medium range, or long range. The burst assault rifle can be used close range, kind of. You could argue that it does pretty good close range if you hit all your shots, and at a close to medium distance. This is where the burst assault rifle shines, at the close to medium range distance. Since you're able to easily get off all your shots, it's much easier compared to a medium to long range distance, since you're not able to control the bloom. After you shoot your first shot, you're forced to shoot 2 consecutive shots afterwards, and you can't really do anything about it with the burst rifle, which causes it to be bad at mid to long range distances in my opinion. The last thing I would like to note for my first impressions of the weapon is that the burst assault rifle, if you miss your first shot, there's no way of really recovering. So if you're a little bit to the right, to the left, if you're basically just not on your target when you shoot that first shot, there's a very good chance that you're not going to recover the shot and you're going to miss all 3 bullets. It's really hard to recover the other 2 bullets after you miss your initial one because of how fast it shoots in succession. So that also leads to the problem of being inefficient with your ammo and just missing a bunch of damage that you could have had. I will say though that this weapon is very satisfying to use. If you get that close to medium range distance, or if you just manage to hit all 3 bullets on the person, you can burst them very hard and punish them for overexposing themselves for too long. It also doesn't work too bad as a peeking weapon, but even then the automatic assault rifle can basically do the same thing. So basically what I'm getting at is that the automatic assault rifle has all of the utility that the burst assault rifle does, aside from being able to one-shot people in some very niche cases. So when I think of which one is better, I think that the automatic assault rifles are better due to the utility that it also provides, and the fire rate of the automatic assault rifles would prove that they do more damage over time, but in the small amount of time where the burst assault rifle does damage, it does a little bit more damage, but you have to account for the delay. I don't think that the big amount of damage that it provides in this short period of time is necessarily that good. Personally, I find that with the burst assault rifle against better players, you don't really really find many opportunities where the burst assault rifle can truly shine. By no means would I say that the weapon is bad. It's okay, but it's just not as good as the automatic assault rifles, I would say. I would like to hear your perspective of the weapons. I did not bother worrying about too much of the stats because the mechanics of the weapon is what's holding it back in my opinion. So it'd be nice to hear what you think about the burst assault rifle or the automatic assault rifle, and tell me which one is better. Perhaps you pick up a purple burst assault rifle over a gray automatic assault rifle. I'd like to hear what your thoughts are, so leave them down in the comments below. Before I end the video, I'd like to say that I do streams on Twitch at twitch.tv/thecheesygamer. I'm mostly playing Fortnite right now. If you would like to keep up with updates as to when I stream, usually it's on weekdays at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but sometimes things do come up. So if you like to keep up with that, you can join my Discord. Link is in the description, and I will see you guys in the next one.